Hi there, you are going to join me on a shopping trip to Goodwill. We are at my favorite Goodwill. They have a display of Christmas in the front of the store on these wire rack shelves. And I thought those salt and pepper shakers were very sweet. They both had their noses still, which is kind of surprising, them knocking around in that bag. Maybe they were just put out. The box here I thought was interesting. I went back to in the screen so you could see it. It's kind of like a present and then a surprise all in one. And now we're in the back of the store. This was there last time I went shopping, so I was looking at the little kitten plaque again. This is a San Francisco piece. I didn't really like the design on the trinket box, so I left it there, but I did like this candle holder. I'm not sure if this is a hobbyist piece or a manufactured piece, but it definitely had that vintage look to it, so that's why I picked it up. They continue to have new Christmas bags, and I like the thrill of the hunt to look in the bags to see if there's anything that I want. Regarding the bags, if there's maybe one or two things in a bag and it's a good price, I will pick up the bag, and then everything else in it is just kind of extra. I am trying to put that snowman there safely. I think it was made out of glass, and that's why I put it up high on that plate. And then here was an ashtray. I have a holly ashtray that hasn't sold, so that is why I left that there. This girl with the lips caught my eye, and it also came with two ornaments and a clear glass Christmas tree that is missing its base. The girl is a bobblehead, and that really intrigued me. It looked like it said "Kiss Me" on the bottom of her base, so I decided to put that in my cart. Sometimes I will put things in my cart because I like them. I think they're cute. And sometimes I put them in my cart because I know they will sell well. And that bobblehead is definitely something was cute and I was going to rescue it. Looking in this bag to see if there's anything vintage. That one little doll kind of looked like a dream pet, maybe dream pet adjacent, but I decided not to get it. That looked like it was broken, but not really. I'm not quite sure what was going on there. I say if you need Christmas decorations, go to Goodwill because they have tons of ornaments that you can use. And if something breaks, it's not that bad. Look at this. I've sold this before, and I know definitely in a pink, and I want to say another solid color. I don't think I've sold it with the tree. And then these corks, there are hot plates or hot pads, two of the same angel tile, and I took them apart to see if there was a name on them, but I did not see a name. And if they were two different ones, maybe I would have picked them up. And then I spied this. This is perfect. Leave it out all year round. It will cover all of your bases. You'll never have to decorate again. I looked up the name Melissa McLeod on eBay, and here are some recent solds. So that's the same plate I have, but you can see it's the same pattern, but here's a round plate. Here's the same plate I have. Coming up next are some cork placemats. And then here is another one like mine. So I think that will do well. And it, like it says, covers all the holidays. It's important when you are looking up on eBay the solds, not the listings. Later in this video, I will have active listings because people might want to sell something for $50, but it might sell for $20. This is a hobbyist piece. It was marked to someone from someone, and it was marked from 1986. This milk glass piece caught my eye, and it said Avon on the bottom, and then I realized it was a turtle, and then I was thinking, I wonder what this shell looked like. Well, this is what it looks like. If I had found it with the shell, I definitely would have picked it up because that's adorable. And it's funny because there are some active listings. These are active listings with the no lid. So maybe I should have picked it up, but no, I left it there. And it still is hanging out there. I was just there the other day, and it still is there. I love The Office. Fact, I love The Office. Here is a little crocheted candle. Those look like Wade Whimsies. When I was watching the video back, I was like, were those Wade Whimsies in there? But they were not. This was a bobblehead turtle. I was super excited, but this one was resin. It was not the two pottery ones that I found a couple weeks ago. So I did leave that there because it was just a resin turtle. And here are some vintage shakers. I once went to an auction and the lady collected shakers and spice jars and stuff, and then 10 metal, you know what I'm talking about, ones went for crazy money, which surprised me because then you run the risk of them kind of being rusty. This was a nice basket, but right there where I rubbed my thumb on it was very kind of messy from the mold, I think, from the making that basket. And then this was a little made in China nativity. And there's a wave sign. I don't know why you'd want a wave sign. It's interesting. This was a cute chicken, super heavy though. That is why I put it back down. And then we are moving on and I find some birds. These are Lefton. And I thought this was really pretty. I was shocked at the quality of the flower that was still there. And then I thought this one was sweet. This one is a Japan piece as well. I love that little baby bird. And then this piece here is marked made in Korea, so it definitely has some age. To me, it looked like it was part of a dresser set, but they only had the one piece. And checking out that horse, and then moving on, look, if you have watched my previous videos, and I sure hope you have, this was full of magnets, and now it seems like it's halfway full. I don't know very much about primitives, but I think someone will come along and know more about that ladle, maybe be able to restore it, because it had a lot of rust on it. I think it was something, but I don't know anything about that. I wasn't quite sure what this was, if it was jewelry, and then I figured it out. It's an air freshener. That looks like a toilet, but it's an air freshener plug-in. Very fancy with the flowers. I was more interested not in these ashtrays, but this. I decided to put it back, but I still wanted to see what it looked like. Make sure there aren't any really super cool ashtrays in there. I guess there's only one ashtray and some other little doodads in that bag. And then I always have to check out the bottom shelves. These two glass, maybe fruit bowls were pretty, or dessert cups. This pig has been there forever as well. I think it's an egg holder. And then this teapot caught my eye because of the design on it. Is very pretty. Isn't that nice? It had something missing there on the handle. I thought that was very pretty. I love those flowers. This piece was also a San Francisco, the Takahashi. That was the name I was trying to think of earlier in the video. And look at this green glass cat. I actually have a resin mold very, very similar to this cat. I thought this was pretty. Has some wax on the inside of it. And I thought, well, that'll be an easy cleanup. And I like the color of it. And then in the back was this really heavy skull. And the glass reminded me of that Alexandrite glass, the glass that changes colors. Oh, but I know it's not. This is probably contemporary. But I thought it was very, very neat. Super duper heavy. And that's going to end our shopping trip here at Goodwill. This was a short video because it was a short shopping trip, so I thought I would talk about the items instead of just showing you photos of them. But first I wanted to share these with you. Some of you might know what these are. Let me put them in focus, hold on. These are little metal ornaments, and I believe that they are German. And if anyone out there knows for sure that yes, these are German ornaments, if you could let me know, I would appreciate it. The only one that I have found that is similar is this one. And I don't want to sell them without correctly identifying them. So I would appreciate any help you have on those. Alrighty, we are in the light box of truth. As you can see, here is the candle holder that I picked up. I thought this was very sweet. You can hold it like that with the bell going out, or with your right hand, the bell going in. A little bit of little paint missing there on the red, but I thought it was still very nice. I wonder if this is a hobbyist piece. It kind of looks like a hobbyist piece to me. Has a little bit of wax still, but that's an easy cleanup. Here are the two ornaments that were in the bag with the girl here. I think these are super neat. They are definitely contemporary, but have a neat look to them. They're stiff and they are some type of felt. All right, we are in the light box of truth. I picked up this Oriole mainly because of the flower. There are no chips on that. And this bird I thought was super cute as well. It's just marked Japan on the bottom. Has a teeny tiny little chip right there on the flower. And I think that's the only flaw. These birds will probably be these birds will probably be listed on knickknacks. There is a hashtag, you can think of it as a hashtag called "It Has a Bird on It," and I like using that. So I think I will list those birds over on knickknacks. A link to knickknacks is in the description of this video, and you can use the promo code Flying Pig and get you get $5 off your first purchase of $10 or more, which is a pretty good deal. Here is the girl that was in with those ornaments. She does have some wear to her, but she is definitely old, and that's forgivable. It does say "Kiss Me" on the bottom. Some kind of paper mache. You can see on her neck there that there is some damage. Still adorable. Like how she's like, "Yeah, kiss me." And I wonder if a boy went with it. And I also wonder if there is a slight magnet here, because on her mouth it's a perfect circle. I have not stuck a magnet up near, I don't have a magnet up here, but it kind of makes me think that a magnet stuck together with her partner. There is a crack there on the face, but I still think it was worth rescuing. And plus the ornaments came with it. She looks like she's disagreeing with me. Here are the salt and pepper shakers. I thought these were cute. They have somewhere to their paint. Someone could use them as salt and pepper shakers, or if they collect snowmen, and that is why I picked those up. I'm going to touch them up with a little bit with the magic eraser to see if I can get those surface marks off of them. There's a little bit of staining right there, but I think nice, cute addition. And then this cat, the cashier, Cindy, said she has the same cat, and it had what I thought was wax on the bottom, but I think it was florist glue, some kind, because it was very sticky like glue. It was definitely not wax. And I have a candle up here. Let's put a candle in it. All right, and let's get it romantic. It's going to get dark here, and let me lighten it up a little bit. Oh, that's pretty. It's a very pretty green, and it is heavy. It's a heavy chunk of glass. Look how nice that is. And since we have the lights off, let's get it romantic first, and then I will turn the light back on and show you this skull. This skull is a big chunk of glass, and I believe that purple is stained because I found a tiny little scratch to it. I like how it, like I talked about in the video, it kind of looks like that magical glass that changes colors from purple to blue to green to pink, but this is obviously not. I still think it's very, very cool looking. Let me turn the lights on here. And I've noticed that people do like skulls. I make resin skulls, and I fill them with different things. See, there's a little bit of the scratching. I don't know if you can, there it is right there. And there's a bubble on the inside here. But I really like how the purple changes color, and like I was saying, people like skulls. I've noticed that they do. They're not just for Halloween, which kind of surprises me. I think it's kind of neat, and I think someone will like it as well. And I think this is a good item to end this video. Happy everything. As you saw in the video, I put in some sold comps of this lady's artwork, and I think it is something that you could be on the lookout. I like how it covers every holiday. It's nice and bright and cheery, and you can leave it out all year long. Oh, and I didn't forget this. Here is the ornament. I have sold this before. I've sold it in solid colors. I don't believe I've sold it with the Christmas tree on there. A nice big piece, but very mid-century modern looking, and I think someone will enjoy that as well. Let me lighten it up a little bit here so you can see it. And that is the haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see ya.